So this is the before picture. The first thing I'm going to do is wipe it off with some acetone. And of course dirt as well, but I think that's going to just help me a little bit. I mean, yeah, I did clean this already, so this is beyond dirt. And start sanding with 120. So I decided to switch to 60 grit sandpaper and to make a better progress. And my goal with this, just to get off this black stuff, this black layer, which was the last varnish that they had on, because removing that will also remove any other cracks and this other paint and these bumps and such. So what I did on purpose, just to do this side for now, so we can keep an eye on the progress. And you can see now that most of that dark varnish is off. So now I'm going to switch to a finer sandpaper. Which is the 120. I think I'm gonna just wipe this off with a wet cloth. Look at these veins and patterns in the wood, its natural state. Let me get some acetone and wipe this off. That kind of gives you the idea how it's going to look like when it's stained. That's why I'm using this. It's kind of previewing the stain process. Wow, that's beautiful, isn't it? You see how the grain is just showing through, and there's hardly any imperfection. Again, I do see the stain here, but other than that, everything looks so natural and it looks so good. Wow. And all it took is about, what, 10 minutes of sanding. I think I'm going to work on this area a little bit, just because it bothers me that it flows into the inlay, although it's still beautiful. I guess I have to wait until this dries up. So again, I just want to do a little more of this, and I think everything else looks good. Of course, I'm going to have to fine sand this. And that's going to be with 220. But I won't do that until I've done the other side as well, because obviously I can't really just stain half of it just to show you. So take a mental note how this looks like before and after. This is rough. This is smooth. So now I'm gonna go over this with the 120. It doesn't have to be all the same color. I don't really care. I just want to make the top nice and smooth. Looks really good. I'm almost there where I can actually start staining. Again, I'm gonna just go ahead and use this 220, and I'm gonna go over just ever so lightly with the legs as well. So that's gonna take me a while. You don't have to watch me, so I'll be back when I'm ready to stain. And I'm probably gonna move down to the basement because that will be messy. So I think I'm done with the sanding. I'm gonna take a tech cloth and wipe it off throughout. I never used this before, so not sure what's supposed to happen. Oh, it is sticky. You're not supposed to rub it. Just slide it over. See how much comes off after I wiped it already with acetone. Still coming off, so we just find a good spot and gently wipe. I'm probably not going to do anything with the legs today. I'm just going to do the top because I don't know what I'm doing. And I just want to make the top perfect. The rest can follow. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. If I'm actually going to put stain on it or I'm going to try this thing, although I already stripped it. So I'm just going to try a small area. Okay. So I'm just curious to know, can I use this directly on the stripped wood? Because if so, this is the color I like. But if I really have to use regular stain, I'm gonna have to find out. It says wipe it on and then immediately wipe it off. I need another pot to do the wipe off. You don't need this. I can hear the snow melting. So, wipe off. And you have to go with the grain of the wood. Which I'm supposing it's this way. So if I can use this as the stain, I'll be happy because then I just go over with the poly. And then we're done. Oops, don't do too much. You don't want it to pile up, bubble up. Oh, that looks good. What do you think? I mean, can this be any more beautiful? If this stain takes, I'll be happy. This is the color I want. And I don't want a thick layer of stain. Look at that. So I'm gonna wait until this is dry. I might come over one more time just to make it a little darker, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. So until then, put this back. This is where I am after putting 2 coats of stain. And because I used this type of stain, which actually I really liked because it dries to the touch really fast, and it does have the color I really admire. So I went on their website and they recommend that you do not put a poly on it immediately. Even though it's dry and everything, it needs to cure for 30 days before you can apply the poly. And I'm gonna use this once the 30 days is over. I wanna make sure that this will be a lasting finish and it doesn't start peeling off. The other thing I've done since last time I videoed is I actually put a layer of this on the legs. I did slightly sand the flat spots and some of the spots that were kind of faded, and I put the same finish over the existing finish, so I did not send this to the wood. And I think it looks better because now it's more of the same color, except this is still darker because it's a dark layer underneath it, but I think it's gonna look beautiful still. I mean, look at it. This was a free table. I can't believe how lucky I was getting this. In about a month or so, I will make a short video on how I finish with the poly. See you later.